I've got a drum bus here with 3 bands of bell or parametric EQ, nothing out of the ordinary, and 1 band here doing nothing. Now in this video, I want to look at the 2 new EQ shapes, the tilt and bandpass EQs, and some of the other new features. And one of them that you see here is the ability to use variable slope settings with regular parametric type EQs. So what I have set up here is a steeper slope. I have, for example, 24 dB. I'll put it up to 48 just to show you the difference. And you can see here that it's going to affect the surrounding frequencies, the frequencies surrounding the center point, much more greatly than when it's the traditional sort of narrower slope that we're used to seeing with regular bell shape or parametric shape EQs. So I find this really powerful. I'm going to play this before and after, and then I'll adjust the slope here so you can hear what this sounds like. And I also want to point out on the output section that I have the new auto gain feature enabled, and when this A is lit up, what that means is that when you boost or attenuate within your individual bands in the EQ plot, the output section will compensate so you get a constant gain. So let me play this before. And after, so you hear it's shaping it nicely, dipping around 500, nice boost with the lows and a boost with the highs. Let me play the same thing and I'll adjust the width or the slope here, and you'll hear the effect that it has. So very powerful in shaping what you need. Now I've got 1 band here that's not doing anything, and I'm going to show you the new tilt shape that's available. And this is really interesting. It's a tilt shelf and basically lowers everything below the frequency point and raises everything above. And this also has variable slopes. And again, I'll play it for you here. Let me do a bit of a boost. You can see already that it's boosting what's above and lowering what's below. And as I adjust the slope, this becomes steeper. So that's a powerful new feature. Now, the other new shape available is the bandpass, and I want to look at that on a guitar track. I've got a guitar track here, and I'm going to play it for you as is. Now, it sounds great, but within a mix, it sometimes can be useful to cut off the frequencies outside the range that aren't really necessary for this. Now, in this instance, in this arrangement, I have a Rhodes with a wah that's kind of, I don't want to say conflicting, but using the same kind of space and similar type of part musically to the guitar. So I need to sort of balance them out. So what I'm going to do here is create a node and draw it, and I'm going to just enable this as the new bandpass. Now, bandpass, there's no gain involved. We do have Q controls to make them wider or shorter, but here the slope is really useful so that rather than gradually rolling off the frequencies surrounding the center point, I can roll them off more steeply. So let me play this part and I'll work with it and adjust it in a way that's going to sort of tighten up the guitar part by removing what's not needed and then allow it to blend with the Rhodes a little better. So something like this is nice. I'm filtering below about 75 and after about 4K. So it's leaving out those frequencies so that I can engage the Rhodes and have it sit nicely. So you can see how this new shape is useful for sculpting frequency ranges in a different way. Rather than using a high-pass and low-pass filter with resonant peaks, we can use this and use the adjustable slope, which goes all the way up to 96 dB, which is very steep, as you see here, combined with the Q controls to really get where we need. Now let's take a quick look at the mid-side processing. I've got the same drum bus here with a neutral EQ, and I'm going to switch the processing mode to natural phase to get more of an analog phase relationship between the sides in this case. And I'm going to draw a couple of nodes to start with. I'm going to start in mid-side mode. All right, not dissimilar to what I did before, but what I'm going to do is split these, and I want to treat the mid and the side separately. So for here, I want to pull the side down, and I want to boost the mono part so I can get more of the kick drum, and we'll lower this nicely. And I'm going to play and adjust the other ones similarly. So here I've got the mono or mid part boosted and the stereo part boosted up high and the mids brought down low. So I'm getting a bit more separation up top and a bit more tightening up in the low end. And I'll play it for you and just switch between this and stereo mode, and you'll hear how dramatic a difference this makes. So it's a nice way of getting some more subtle adjustments by treating the mono components and the stereo components of the signal separately rather than just thinking in terms of left and right. See you for more in the next video.